It was 5 in the morning when Auntie got up thinking about you. Oh, my baby. Oh, my baby. I'm thinking about baby. I'm thinking about my baby. I'm thinking about loving him right. I'm thinking about holding him tight. I really want to make love, yeah. And always be his one and only, yeah. You're chilling with Auntie. And that just like came off my head, like the top of my head, because I'm crazy like that for real. I'm crazy like that. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. I said, damn, a video. I was going to do a video, but I said, damn that shit. I laid in bed trying to take my ass back to sleep. But here it is, 8:45, and I ain't went to sleep yet. So I said, you know what, I'm finna just go on ahead and get this video done. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and follow Auntie on TikTok at pretty_hustler. That's HUZZLER. The name will be Latrice Herring. I am the official Mrs. Herring. Okay, there's only one. You better know. You better know. Go ahead and follow me on TikTok at Latrice Brown 53. My name has also been changed to Latrice Herring on there too. Follow me on Twitter at Auntie Be Knowing. Follow me on Facebook at Auntie Be Knowing. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Auntie Be Knowing YouTube channel so you can get a ding when I do my thing. And it costs $0 to support Auntie. So do it for me. You know you want to come and go and see Auntie. That's right, baby. Just do it for me. Yes, my babies. Yes. I actually got a couple of videos that I got to get out today. So Auntie finna just go on, get through this real fast. Go on, get through this real fast. I got stuff to do today. Okay. I got my trees and my handy dandy notebook. And we finna go ahead and get into the tea for today. Okay. The tea for today is, Lord Jesus, I'm off track. That's what the tea for today is. Okay, I'm back on track now. But Auntie rolling her trees and talking to y'all at the same time. Man, I'm probably gonna light that bitch up in the middle of the video. Y'all know how Auntie do. But I'm back on track. Let's go ahead and take this to St. Louis. That's in Missouri, y'all. Y'all know how my Floridians do. We think everything about us. We just think everything about us. No, baby, it's St. Louis, not St. Pete. St. Louis, Missouri. Let's go ahead and talk about what's going on up there. Let's take it up there. Okay. A 54-year-old woman by the name of Judy Klein has a family of 3 scared. Because she keeps coming to the house, literally harassing them. Like, she just keeps coming up to their house for no reason. Okay? Child, she done actually went and stole them people mail out their mailbox and everything. So, one day, I want to say this happened earlier this month or last month. One day, Miss Judy decides she's going to grab a hammer. And she went over to their house and she started banging on the door with the hammer, trying to get in the house. And at the time, the family was home. Fatima Suarez, who was 22 years old, her father and her 4-year-old daughter, 4-year-old sister. Her 4-year-old sister, not her daughter, were home at the time. Everybody was home. That's the family of 3 that I was talking about. So Miss Judy banging on the door with a hammer. Trying to get in. That was grounds for them to try to like do something to you then. Because especially if you was in Florida, that was your ass then, because you trying to break in my damn house. Stand your ground. Anyway, you trying to break in my damn house while I'm in here. Like, I'm not finna shoot you just as soon as you walk through that door. Y'all don't do that in Missouri. We sure do it down south. Anyway, but she literally fucked up their door because she was banging on the door with a hammer. They called the police on her, and the police got her and charged her with aggravated burglary and property damage. But the case was never pursued. They didn't stick with the case. The case was never pursued. The lady literally got out of jail. And I want to say 2-3 days later, after she got out of jail, she came right. And she came right back. Came right back just like that. She didn't beat on their door again with a hammer, but she was still stealing mail behind here in the Ring camera. I was just looking out on their property and stuff and just trying to take packages from them, UPS package, FedEx packages, taking it from like all that, taking their stuff. So the police still wouldn't get involved with this lady. So Fatima took to her TikTok, and the story went viral about how the police ain't trying to help them with this lady. And then that's when the police want to get involved. That's when the police want to get involved, when the people started saying, you know, what the fuck? Y'all literally letting this woman run free like that, doing terrorizing people? So the police arrested Miss Judy again. And when they arrested her this time, she is released again, but this time she on house arrest. And this time she also has an ankle monitor on her. So if she is anywhere on their property, the ankle monitor gonna go off. If she goes outside of the perimeters of her home, like literally with the ankle monitor, it's gonna go off. And she going right back to jail, pretty much. So according to the public records though, Judy either used to own or live in that house back in the 1990s, and she was deemed incapacitated and disabled years later and placed under guardianship and conservatorship. And conservatorship. Okay, so something might be not right with Miss Judy, and she has an attachment to this house. That's what they pretty much trying to say. But because you once lived somewhere and you have an attachment to something, does not mean that it's yours. It's not yours anymore. Somebody else is living in that house, as you can see. Why are you going and causing trouble for these people? Now, I'm just going to give y'all a fair warning. If she did this in Florida, she would have been put down by now by somebody else. I'm being serious. So the fact that this family is saying that they are fearful, they're not fearful. They're not fearful of her. They're fearful of what they can do to her because she is doing too much. And baby, all I can tell y'all done made a viral TikTok video. Y'all got paper trail on this lady. You got paperwork on this lady. If you do anything to this lady at this point, it's in self-defense, literally. You got paper trail on this lady. Y'all call the police every time when she's doing something. You did what you had to do. You've been calling the police. You did that. They don't want to help. Now it's time for y'all to help yourselves. That's all that is. They don't want to help, and they don't want to put this woman in her place. There's a whole paper trail on this lady about what she's been doing to y'all. I'm pretty sure, and if other people have lived in that house before y'all and she was harassing them, that's probably why they left. That's probably why they left, because of her. And she's driving people away from their house. She gonna end up with a bullet on her. Or worse, somebody gonna beat her to death. And that's not cool. If she has a mental problem and nobody has notified her family because she's under a conservatorship, y'all need to go ahead and pick her up from around that area. She shouldn't be living by herself. She should be under watch if she has a mental health issue. Y'all gonna mess around and lose Miss Judy. I'm talking to her family members now. Y'all gonna fuck around and lose Miss Judy. And then you gonna sit over here and cry and say that shit went right. But Miss Judy ain't right. And y'all know Miss Judy ain't right, and you ain't doing nothing for her or trying to help the situation because she's white. Let's just call it what it is. The reason why this woman has not been punished yet, or the reason why nothing has happened to this woman, is because she is a white woman. Suarez, the Suarez family sound like they're Hispanic. They're Hispanic people. Hispanic, Latino, that's what they sound like with the last name Suarez. Yes. Let's call it what it is. Stop playing and let's call it what it is. We know why y'all ain't fucking with Miss Judy. Cause she got the white way. Not the right way, the white way. Let's just stop playing and call it what it is. I'm sorry if Miss Judy was from Florida and stuff. Y'all would have been real mad because that somebody would have been to pop her ass. I'm being serious. These Hispanics down here and these Latinos down here don't play. Somebody would have been to pop your ass. All that racist shit you doing. Because we know that shit is stamped on racism and all that shit. That entitlement that you have. Somebody pop that right up on out of you, Miss Judy. So, to the Suarez family, I hope this gets better for you guys. Because at this point, you ain't got no choice but to defend yourself if this woman keeps doing the stupid shit that she's doing. And she came up to y'all with a hammer. She's had a weapon. Yeah, protect yourself. Don't let nobody kill you. Don't help nobody kill you now. Don't sit around here acting like you can't do nothing when you can. Y'all have breath in y'all body. Y'all have life. Protect your life. Stop playing with this. Playing with this ornery ass old ass lady. Stop playing with her and show her. That's the only way they're gonna learn. Some people actually have to fuck around and find out. Let her fuck around. Let her keep fucking around, and then y'all let her find out. I'm for real. She too old for that. Way too old for that. Okay, let's take this to Seattle. Okay, let's take this to Seattle. I never heard of the story. I never heard of this story. I didn't hear from it, and I'm on all the blog sites and stuff. I've been doing, looking at blog sites and stuff since 2017. I started getting real heavy into blog sites and news articles and things like this, and this article missed me. I don't know how, but I didn't hear about this. But we going to Seattle, and that's in Washington. You Floridians think it's all about you. Excuse me. But a 64-year-old man who was a landlord to a couple in Seattle, his name is Michael Dudley now. Michael Dudley has just literally been sentenced for literally killing his tenants and dismembering them, cutting their bodies up and putting them in little suitcases and throwing them out on the beach. He did that. He did that. He did that. So let's go ahead and talk about this story. This story actually was in 2020. It happened in 2020. That's why I said I've been on blog sites and reading articles and stuff like that since 2017, and this story done missed me. But on June 19th of 2020, a group of teenagers noticed suitcases that had washed up on Alki Beach. They noticed the suitcases had washed up on Alki Beach. And y'all know how teenagers do. They seen it. They was like, ooh, what's in these suitcases? They went to go check and see what was in the suitcases. Just as soon as they approached the suitcases, they smelled death. They smelled decomposing bodies coming from the suitcase, and they got scared. They were like, it's something else in there, and it stank real bad, and I don't want to open it. So they ran. They ran from the suitcases like smart ass children should. Like they smart teenagers now, real smart. They ran away from the suitcases, and they went and they alerted. They went and they alerted the authorities, and the authorities came and they freaking opened up the suitcases, and Lord behold, it was body parts in them damn suitcases. It was body parts in them suitcases. And then 3 days later, they found more body parts in suitcases had washed up on the damn shore, on the damn shoreline of Alki Beach. The remains were identified as 35-year-old Jessica Lewis and her boyfriend, 27-year-old Austin Winter. According to the King County Medical Examiner's Office, the couple had died from multiple gunshot wounds on June 9th. 10 days before their remains were discovered. So he killed them on June 9th, was dismembering them that week, stuffed their bodies in suitcases that he felt like he didn't need, and he threw their bodies in the water. He literally did that, just threw them in the water after he cut them up. He cut them up. After he shot them up, he cut them up, stuffed them in suitcases and threw them in the water. And you cannot make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. An investigation led police to 64-year-old Michael Dudley. A murder weapon was never found, but the suitcases that contained the remains were determined to be Michael's. And his cell phone data placed him near the vicinity of the Alki beach the day before the suitcases were discovered. Okay? So he shot them and killed them on June the 9th. He started dismembering their body that week, but he didn't toss them into the water until 9 days later. That's crazy. He stuffed them in suitcases and then threw their ass in the water. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. So I'm going to give you a timeline. June 9th, he shot them up and killed them. Anywhere from June 9th till about June 17th, that's when he started dismembering the bodies. But he had them bodies. He had both of them bodies from June 9th to June 17th. June 18th, he threw them out in the water. He threw their bodies out in the water. June 19th, the little boys discovered it. The little boys had discovered the bodies. 3 days later, some more body parts washed up. That's literally the timeline of how all of this happened. He had been found guilty of 2 counts of second-degree murder in December of last year. And Michael has finally been sentenced earlier this month to 46 years in prison. On second-degree murder charges. He didn't get dismemberment charges, like dismembering of a body. He didn't get none of that. He didn't get nothing but second-degree murder. Only got 46 years. That is a slap in the fucking face. That is really a slap in the fucking face. You don't deserve even a possibility of getting out. But he's going to die in prison, though, y'all. 46 years, he is going to die in prison because he's 64 now. In 30 years, he's going to be 90. He ain't getting out. It's pretty much over with for him, too. But at the same time, this is just sad. What made him just shoot his tenants? What made him do that? Just kill them people like that? You never know. You never know. That's why I be telling y'all, Auntie be telling y'all to be careful at all times and make sure to be aware of your surroundings so that you can be able to protect yourself at all times, because these people ain't right out here. People ain't right out here. It's a few bad apples out here. For real. Prayers to Jessica and Austin's family. Condolences to y'all. I know y'all happy that this has been finally, served. It may not be the time that y'all wanted it to be, but look at his age. He's not getting out, and he's going to die there. Prayers and condolences. Because it's so sad to lose a family member, especially to things like this. It's so sad. You can imagine what their families was going through. And for you to cut those people up, you are a menace. Lord Jesus. I'm going to have to pray about that. Auntie finna finish smoking the rest of her trees. Thank y'all for coming by, stopping by to see me. That's all I got to talk to y'all about for right now. I got some more video. Okay, y'all already know that. Auntie just be popping them up. I told y'all I was going, and when I apologized to y'all the first time, you know what make apologies really, really, really meaningful? When you actually change after you apologized about the shit that you have done. Change behavior is all we're accepting in 2023. Say it with me now. Auntie, love y'all. I got some more for y'all later. I got some more coming for you real fast. Until next time, my babies, I love you. Bye.